All right, welcome to Budget Shortcuts, aka your time saver. So, part one, planning. How much will it cost? So you've already completed step A, which is determining where you're going to go. Now we need to figure out the cost. So here's some shortcuts. You must budget for gas, food, lodging, seeing the sights, anything else that you want to buy along the way. So, directions. $1,500 to spend for everyone in your group, up to 3 people, and you're going to try and get as close to $1,500 without going over. If you choose to work alone, you must include one additional imaginary person in your budget. Working alone is not recommended. You must come in under budget, or a percentage of your debt will be counted against your grade. All right, why should you use my shortcuts? So you can spend the majority of your time planning where to go and how much doing those things will cost you. This helps speed the process along. I've set some choices for your car, gas, food, and lodging. You're responsible for finding how much it will cost you to get into attractions, museums, and other locations. Do I have to do this? No, you definitely do not. You don't have to use the shortcuts, but if you choose not to, then you must list every price and location of where you stay every night, where you rented your car from, every single detail. So here are your vehicle choices in my shortcuts. You have the big old SUV Chevy Suburban where it says 16 mpg. That means miles per gallon. So if you get that one, you're going to be guzzling gas, but you might be riding comfortably. And then you see there's a Dodge Caravan, a Honda Civic, and a Prius. And if you look at those all have different amounts of money. Each one of them fits at least 3 people in there. So then you need to be able to calculate how many days times 5, and that's where you get your number from. I want to remind you that you should do this step after you've already completed your map and directions. So hopefully gas won't cost you that much. Here's how you calculate the cost of gas. First of all, you add up the number of miles that you traveled, and then you divide that by the miles per gallon for your specific make and model of vehicle. So if you get that Suburban, then you're only getting 16 miles per gallon. So let's say I travel 1,000 miles divided by 16 miles per gallon. That's going to give me number of gallons used. Then I take gallons used and times that by the price of gas. So if I travel 800 miles in the Northeast, then I'm going to have to times that by 2.55 and figure out how many gallons I use per region. Again, these are approximations, not the exact number, but make sure that you do this after you complete the map and directions. Got it? Go. Food cost. Everybody needs 3 meals a day. So cost is shown per person per meal. So you have to plan for 15 meals total for everyone in your trip. 3 meals per day times 5 days. So you have how many travelers? If you have 2 travelers, it is 3 times 5 times 2, and that would equal 30 meals. So you could go the cheap route and do groceries, fast food, $7, restaurant, not a very nice restaurant, but you could get one for $15, and then you total all of that up and you get your approximate food cost. Lodging. So you have to find somewhere to stay every single night for 5 nights. You don't actually have to go on the internet and find a real hotel, okay? So you don't have to find a campsite, you don't have to find that. We just will take your word that that's where you're staying, but you have to budget for it. So $8 per person for a campsite. Your mom loans you a 4-person tent. A cheap motel is $59. A room cheap hotel with a pool is $100 per room. A fancy hotel with everything is about $250 a night. That's cost per night, and that gives you your lodging cost. All right, hope these shortcuts will help you be able to plan more effectively and efficiently. Make sure that you check out the budget sheet in order to do that.